Hi guys, here we are going to discuss about some formula on clock. Let's discuss formula on clock. We need to know some tips so that minute spaces. The face of a dial of clock is a circle whose circumference is divided into 60 equal parts, where clock face is divided into 60 equal parts is known as minute spaces. We are all know about 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. That the thing here they say. Next one, hour hand and a minute hand. A clock has two hands. A smaller hand is called as the hour hand or short hand. And the larger one is called minute hand or long hand. Next one, in 60 minutes, minute hand gains 55 minutes spaces over the hour hand, where in 60 minutes hour hand will move 5 minutes alone, while the minute hand will move 60 minutes spaces. In the effect, where 60 minutes minus 5, hour hand will move 5 minutes spaces, so that 55 minutes minute hand will gains. Both the hand of a clock coincide once in an hour. The hands of a clock are in same straight line when they are coincident or opposite to each other. When two hands of a clock are at right angles, they are 15 minute spaces apart. If two hands are at right angles, there is 15 minute spaces. We know that 1 minute hand is in mention 12 and hour hand mention 13, which represent right angles. That also known as 15 minutes. We know 15 minutes spaces between right angles. When the hands of a clock are in opposite direction, they are 30 minute spaces. If minute hand is in mention 12 and hour hand mention 6, then which represent 30 minutes and also opposite direction. Angle traced by hour hand in 12 hours 360 degree, same as minute hand in 60 minutes is 360. A clock represent a circle, so that angle also represent the 360 degree by minute hand and hour hand. If a watch or a clock indicates 9:15 when the correct time is 9, it is said to be 15 minutes too fast. If a watch or a clock indicates 8:45 when the correct time is 9, it is said to be 15 minutes slow. Here represent 9. Next one, the hands of a clock will be in straight line but opposite in direction 22 times in a day. And another one is the hands of a clock coincide 22 times in a day. After, the hands of a clock are straight 44 times in a day, which represent 22 plus 22. Next, the hands of a clock are at right angles 44 times in a day. The two hands of a clock will be together between h and h plus 1 o'clock at 60 h by 11 minutes past h o'clock. If h and h plus 1 represent, if 7 plus 1 8, between 2 hours, consecutive 2 hours. The two hands of a clock will be in the same straight line but not together between h and h plus 1 o'clock. Straight line but not coincide, okay, which contains a formula like 5h minus 30 into 12 divided by 5h minus 30, 12 divided by 11. If h is greater than 6, that means if 7 means this formula, if 5 means this formula, which r is less than r is less than 6, r is greater than 6, this formula. Angle between hands of a clock. When the minute hand is behind the hour hand, the angle between the two hands at m minutes past h o'clock. If the minute hand behind the hour hand, this formula 30 into h minus m by 5 plus m by 2 degree. When the minute hand is ahead of the hour hand, the angle between minute hand and two hands, which gives this formula 30 into m minus 5 minus h minus m by 2. The two hands of a clock will be at right angles between h and h plus 1 o'clock. If we need to find right angles, we use this formula 5h plus or minus 15 into 12 by 11. Next, if the minute hand of a clock overtakes the hour hand at intervals of m minute of correct time, the clock gains or losses in a day. 720 by 11 minus m into 60 into 24 by m minutes. Between h and h plus 1 o'clock, the two hands of a clock are m minutes apart at 5h plus or minus m 12 by 11 minutes past h o'clock. If you like this channel, please subscribe it and click on the notification button. Share with your friends, post any comments if you need. Thank you.